Welcome back, guys, to Tales of Xillia. We continue on with our sub-events and our side quests. And actually, checking our inventory, we actually had the orange soup on us all along. But I've also scouted all across the world as well for any events, any quests, so we know where they are. It's time to just do them. Which dish will you give? We'll only give a small. Only a small one. That's the one we had on us. Thank you, Rowan. Now I'll be able to prepare orange soup for Lady Drizel. I was happy to help, although I fear it won't taste the same as Lord Klein's soup. It doesn't have to. Lady Drizel! Just knowing that you made it out of concern for me is the best seasoning I could hope for. Thank you, madam. I promise you I'll work hard to make the best soup I can. Would it be okay if I helped? Klein used to make it a lot, right? I want to try doing the same things that he did. I would be delighted. Wonderful. Cooking is a fine way to brighten one's mood. And it's good practice for when you get married. Rowan, you know I'm not ready to get married yet. My apologies. I'm afraid I got ahead of myself. I'm sure you did. Send her off. Oh, we got ourselves another item sphere plus.
No.
The second one we've got so far, actually. Now, the way they work, supposedly... Now, where was it again? It was in the strategy list. Supposedly there is extra things underneath down on the auto items thing. Down... But I can't see them. I'm a bit confused by it. Do we have to use them first? Or do we go, like, do not use or something like that? Because I can't see any extra items at all. Oh, unless we press start to get it open. Haha, read the menus. During combat, characters who are set to the auto control mode will use items when certain conditions are met. Should we just put on Alvin on use everything?
Oh no.
Oh no, he's already at that. Higher priority items should be higher on the list. Make sure to keep an eye out on how many of each items are left. So... Life bottle when a member is KO'd, apple gel when HP is less than 40%, orange gel when TP is less than 20%. It seems pretty good to me, to be honest. There don't seem any bad things at all, but it's interesting that we get a list for just items as well. Well, let's find ourselves an extra sub-event here by walking near the gate.
Wait, isn't this the building where Klein's assassin was hiding? Yeah.
On Noctigal's orders, I imagine.
Regardless, the responsibility for Lord Klein's death lies solely on my shoulders.
Why would you say that?
It wasn't any of our faults.
But unfortunately it is. Do you remember the arrow that pierced his heart?
Yeah, I remember it being pretty unusual.
It's a highly lethal design used by Noctigal's personal guard. It was an invention of a Rashagal military tactician. He employed those arrows in his battles, and they brought him many great victories.
Wait, that sounds like...
Yes, I was that tactician. Back then I was known as the Conductor, and cared only about flaunting my abilities.
Now you've paid the price. Alvin, come on.
No, he's absolutely right. In the end, my abilities couldn't protect the one person I had sworn to keep safe. The only thing they're good for is killing.
I don't think that's how Klein viewed you, though. Even in his last words, he wanted you to look over the country.
If he believed you were only good for killing, he never would have said such things.
Thank you, my friends. I still have much to do before I can fulfill Master Klein's last request. But my regret cuts all the deeper for knowing my arrows took the life of a man who trusted me so.
I'm wondering what the arrows look like now. I'm guessing along Jude's line we might have got to see the arrow itself, maybe. But no. But our next mission is all the way off in Bermia Gorge, of course, to go do some surveying for some guy. So let's move over ASAP. And thanks to fast travel, we can get in and out to experience a little bit of a sub-event that we missed before as well.
Oh, and a chest.
And a treasure chest. Indeed. For a seal ward. Now stop us getting... well, I'm not sure if it's an Arter seal or just a general seal. But we're going to dodge this guy. Because back in the chamber where he fought a boss, an event will occur.
It doesn't seem to be operational anymore.
You know, these devices look a lot like the ones we saw in the Leforte Research Center.
Yes, they absorb mana and transfer it elsewhere. Definitely a similar design. They must have been trying to create something by mixing human mana with lesser spirits.
You mean like that butterfly atrocity?
No, I suspect that was a side effect of a failed creation. Most likely, the lesser spirits they were using went out of control when we intervened.
It's frightful to think that such a powerful monster could be an accidental result of a failed experiment.
Wow.
What is it, Elise?
I just can't believe we all jumped from such a great height. We could have died!
That's very true.
Hey, you're the one who suggested we all ride down here on your channeling circle. I mean, you knew it was going to be okay, right?
I wouldn't say new, exactly. I do recall having some concerns about the weight.
So you staked our lives on a hunch?
Suddenly, I'm more scared now than I was back then.
What's the problem? It did work.
Indeed it did.
You two scare me more than this machinery does.
Me too.
When they panned up, it didn't look very high at all. They would have just smashed into the ground before they... Like, the whole thing of firing the gun just wouldn't have worked.
I'm trying to pan up now to see exactly what you mean, but no, we can't.
It's like 2 stories high, not even that.
Well, they flew really well. There's also some treasure chests in here for some melange gel. And what's this? Oh, missed. Can't open the chest again. 5,000 gold. This is the me that walks into traps, or the mealer that jumps into them, depending on how you view it. But now we need to scale to the very top, past the monsters, and all the whatnot. Let's break through. Speaking of breakthrough, we have done something along those lines, if you remember. Well, we chucked down a rock before. And hopefully we can use that to get back up. What crazy spells are you using?
Not me.
What black magic do you thou use?
All right.
We'll break through them with no problem at all.
I'm not even sure who that was.
Displaying link skills during battle. Press R1 when the battle menu is open to display the link skills set to your characters. Link skills are skills that share their effects with a link partner. This information can come in handy when selecting a partner. Well, they're the ones that we just equip on our skills list as well, so we just have to view it there. It's not a problem for us, that's for sure. Fine down, but I'm looking for some jet black feathers. Now, hopefully it should be up here that I met the rock. Because we saw it on the way and we were like, can we get something like the magic ring to maybe break it? But then we dropped the boulder from on high. Should be that one there, maybe? Or maybe not, we'll see. Excuse me, Big Turtle, we're out of here. I'm pretty sure you'd have attacked me 10 times over, but I'm heading up. Or maybe it's the next one then. Well, there's shards of broken rock.
You have no idea where you're going.
I have no idea where I'm going, but that's not the point. Knowing maybe half the battle, but this time I'm just looking the part. Right. Supposedly I've been told to beware of this area as a whole. For big beasties, but hopefully they won't interfere with our quest.
Do you think this is a good enough spot to use that spirit climb examination art?
Sure. Looks good to me.
It seems ideal, in fact. Here, allow me.
What, that was it?
Correct. All the art does is summon lesser earth spirits to record changes in the surrounding spirit climb.
It sounds like it could take a while before it's done.
So it's both boring and time-consuming.
That's just how science is.
That's not the stirring denial I expected from our honor student.
Whatever.
The spirits have done their job. Let's go back to Sherrilton.
We are done with the area. No big beasties around, that's for sure, but we've got ourselves a sub-skit.
We should report back to the naturalist in Sherrilton.
Thank you for telling me that, Jude.
Yes, we were here too, Jude.
It's you that's saying the weird stuff, not me. You weird Jude person. Now what entrance should we come in from? We should go back. Well, I think we decided to.
I think we better stop taking responsibility for our derpy characters. Oh.
Just because it seems to be Jude that ends up with the derp. He's the scientific one, but then he randomly comes out with something like that.
Miss Genius blow her legs off.
Okay, then. Wasn't my finest moment, sure. We only had to spend ages getting my legs fixed.
Yes.
Let's hand this in.
We used the art in Bermia Gorge, just like you asked.
Wonderful, thank you. Now I can document the connections between my Charlton data and your Bermia Gorge data.
You know, I find it pretty hard to imagine that human spirit arts could affect a spirit climb that much.
I used to think so too, but Bermia Gorge's spirit climb changed dramatically right after these windmills were built. Some scientists even believe that Fenmont's expanding night climb may be connected to its urbanization as well.
Wow, I had no idea.
It's only a hypothesis, but it's worth gathering data to investigate.
I agree. It would be great to learn how spirit climbs change.
Jude has a real affinity for learning, doesn't he?
Yes, I imagine that was his true calling.
Whoever heard of a kid who actually likes studying?
I'm glad I was able to help you with your research.
You were an enormous help. If I find out anything interesting, I'll let you know.
Who knows a kid that actually likes studying? I like that comment. You know, like anyone who's ever clever or become a scientist and affects change in the world. No, those kinds.
It's just him being blasé to hide his own ignorance on the topic, I guess.
Yes.
He was doing a creepy head nod animation the whole time as well. You could tell they weren't really paying attention to the character animations.
Mr. Mercenary bloke. We haven't leveled him up, in fact. Maybe we should do that as well as we continue to go around the world.
Nah.
Auto-leveling? Or are we just going to leave him weak, are we?
Yep.
Alvin, you're shady. We'll leave you weak, so if it comes to it, we'll just beat you up easily. Is that how it
Wouldn't
works?
that be amazing if we ever had to fight him because we hadn't leveled him? It was really easy. That would be so cool.
That's cheating. That's cowardice.
No, it's funny.
I'm up for it. If only it worked. It's obviously not going to, but there goes Alvin with a ton more points on him. And he's got... Oh no, he still hasn't got the most HP out of anyone. That belongs to you.
Yep.
Mr. HP Powerhouse. Well, let's move on now. We earned the title, Hired Soldier. Isn't Alvin going to say anything about his newfound power or whatever? Well, our next stop is all the way back at Leronde, because there's a few quests left around here. So let's head in. Nothing at the Sea Haven itself. A lot of interesting things going on further inside.
I'm so hungry I can't go on. Jude, make me something.
Really? Really? Man, these characters. Well, we'll use our beef bowl large, I don't mind. We'll obviously have to just stop and buy another one as soon as we can. Well, let's see another event scene.
I'm home.
You're okay.
Of course he is. I've been with him the whole time.
Jude, I need you to leave us alone for a bit.
How come?
Because I said so.
You know kids will rebel if you don't tell them what's up, right?
You're the one who'd be in trouble if I told him what's up.
Come now, you make it sound like I'm holding Jude hostage.
Aren't you?
If anything, I'm protecting him from Exodus. Not to mention, we're friends that trust and rely on each other. Believe what you want. No skin off my back. But you know, your son may be a lot more grown up than you realize.
He's just a child going through a rebellious phase.
Isn't that the phase that turns kids into adults? Maybe he's not there yet, but he ain't no child either. Must be tough being a dad. Sacrificing so many things for your family, only to have your son grow up and leave you.
That's just how it works. I accept that.
You always were like that, Dr. Mathis. I can see why Jude became an honor student.
What were you talking about?
Just chatting about our old people diseases. Want the details?
No, that's okay. You and Dad have a right to discuss what you want to.
How very prudent of you, as always. Guess he's still got some kid in him after all.
More shady meetings. It makes you wonder exactly what's going on with this Exodus group, or what makes you want to know more about them. What is going on behind the scenes? Anyway, another side quest. Let's pick this up. Could I make a strange request of you? I want you to bring an offering to the depths of the Felghana mine, the one we've just been in. The offering is this wine here. I used to work in the mine when I was younger. I'll do it myself, but my back and legs just aren't up to it anymore. Do you want us to take you in a wheelchair? We did that just last time. Please place it in the deepest depths of the mine. Why, thank you, sir.
Well, how about we go do something else for a while, drink the wine, tell him we did it and get the reward.
Sounds like a good idea to me.
I'm home. Oh, thank goodness. No one's here.
What are you so afraid of? Isn't this your own house?
Shh! I left without telling my parents goodbye. If they see me, they're gonna be furious.
You got that right.
Mom!
How did you do that? There was no sign of anyone here at all.
Well, she is a martial arts master.
Leia, do you have any idea how worried we've been? Your father was bawling his eyes out.
I'm sorry.
Wait, please.
Master Sonia, Leia was only trying to help us.
Jude, Mila, you two should know better by now. If you let this child bend one rule in the morning, the world will be in chaos by noon.
I'm sorry.
I apologize.
Miss Sonia, I understand your anger. But rest assured, I accept full responsibility for Leia while...
That goes double for you. Keeping children well disciplined is your duty as an adult.
Yes, ma'am.
Looks like all of you need a good stern lecture. Line up at attention. All right, you're dismissed. I'll let you off the hook this time.
I never thought a lecture could go on this long.
Personally, I found it oddly refreshing.
Trust me, it's a miracle that we got off this easy.
You had better believe it.
But Leia, doesn't this mean you won't be able to accompany us any further?
No way! I don't care how mad she gets, I'm still going with you.
Leia.
Well, you'd better. If you were to give up now, then you'd really be in trouble.
Mom?
I only scolded you because you left without telling us. If this is what you've decided you need to do, I expect you to see it through to the end.
Thanks, Mom. I will.
Thank goodness.
Everyone, my daughter may be a miscreant and a fool, but I'm counting on you to keep her out of trouble.
Oh, Mom, don't get so sentimental. It's not like I'm getting married.
Sentimental indeed, but we seem to be acquiring a lot of wards or talismans here.
That woman's face terrified me. It's in a permanent kind of doll smile with weird teeth that appeared every now and again.
It's the knowing face of a martial arts master, not giving anything away until she strikes with a broom.
I'll tell Saigon you said
No,
that.
don't tell our master I said that! But let's talk to Mr. Pink Apron! Lately, a group of bandits has been robbing homes while the residents are away. I managed to track down their hideout to an old mine. It is too dangerous to bring a whole posse in there. I don't know how to handle it. We will accept the request, sir. You'll round them up for us? I guess you're our only option. The bandits are hiding out in the old Vicali mine in the northeast branch of the Voltaire Woods, the direction we didn't go then. The ground is unstable there, so be careful, you hear? Sure thing, so we have many a mission in mines. Many a thing to do around the place, so it's time to hit the bottom of the Felghana mines and start battling before we head on to these new ones. So we're going to leave you here for this episode as we make our journey to the depths. And we'll see you next time.
Bye-bye.
Drunk on some lovely wine. Yes, bye-bye.